toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on 2nd down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Under fire. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
On the run, it's Freeman. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. Fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Tennessee 7, Ole Miss 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Ellis. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
On the ground, it's Ingram. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pope. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. Quick handoff. And the ball's loose in the backfield. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Using his legs, it's Freeman. Gets it past the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got it in the middle, it's Kendricks. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So a drive there of 84 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Got enough for the 1st. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but After that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go to the ground. There he goes.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next.
He's looking deep. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He has enough to move the chains. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now the
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Kendricks. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Touchdown, Volunteers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Here's the pressure. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it can...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown ball! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ole Miss 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Hold and finds his man on the left. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lost the defense, he's wide open. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Rebels headed quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Got it in the middle, it's Bean. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Working the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Rebels will have it first and 10. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you try. It's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. The lost yardage leaves them with second and 11. The play action fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got him downfield. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Zips it out to his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Rebels in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down.
There he goes down the right side. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Just a little off. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick and don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's got the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45, on its way. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really shown you he can do all things on the football field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
First down for the offense.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Gets the back moving. Laterals it back. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 11 to Middle Tennessee. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bean. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Makes the grab on the shuffle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Rebels are on the move.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job taking.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Pulls it in. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the Volunteers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a step.
Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Yep.